Howdy everybody, Steve here, KM9G. Today is a little bit of a rant, and if you are one of those sad ham types, then you really need to pay attention and not just comment without actually watching the video. And if you are a young, new, fresh ham like me who's full of curiosity and wonder and wants to experiment, then this is for you. Do not let the sad old farts get you down. This is not the place for them. And there are some sad young farts too. I'm not just being ageist because I'm actually not that young myself. So let's get into it. Once upon a time, everyone knew that the sun revolved around the earth. This was common knowledge, and any thought process to the contrary was shunned and shamed and forbidden. You couldn't do it. Then someone said, hey, maybe it's the other way around. They were branded a lunatic. Fast forward a few days and heliocentrism, there's a big word for you. That's the unshakable truth. That's the way of the world today. Anyone who dares question that is now a lunatic. So that is called the Cooneyian paradigm shift. And it's named after Thomas Kuhn. He wrote a book in 1962, The Structure of Scientific Revolutions. And it actually did happen. We did think for a long time that the sun revolved around the earth and somebody thought of something new and was shunned and shamed and put out of the way. And then everybody now believes that the earth revolves around the sun, and anything to the contrary is exactly the same. I'll give you a couple of more examples of this. Something more radio specific to help drive the point home a little bit. Heinrich Hertz. Does Hertz sound familiar? Does that ring a bell? He proved the existence of radio waves. Most people thought this was a toy at the time and would have no practical use whatsoever. And today, we all carry 7 different radios in our pocket with us at all times and couldn't think what life would be like without it. Try going for an entire day without touching your cell phone. Those are the 7 different radios I'm talking about. Our buddy Marconi, I can't pronounce his first name. I'm not even going to try and butcher it. The man deserves much more respect than I can give him by butchering his first name. He sent wireless signals across the Atlantic Ocean when many people thought that he couldn't, including Lord Kelvin, who was a respected physicist at the time. Old Kelvin said it was impossible. Marconi did it. Maybe Hiram Percy Maxim. This guy founded the ARRL, the American Radio Relay League, in 1914. And he did this because amateurs like you and me were thought not to belong in the spectrum space. You're just an amateur. You don't belong here. You shouldn't be messing with this stuff. Who do you think you are? Go away. Thank you, Mr. Maxim. Ooh, and a more modern example, our buddy Joe Taylor, K1JT, the father of weak signal propagation modes, the father of FT8, and you still hear this today. FT8 is killing ham radio. Do you know that they said that single sideband was killing ham radio when that was created? And now we all use single sideband all the time because it's the better, more efficient way of getting the message out. I really actually enjoy Morse code and AM and sideband and FM and even digital modes like FT8. I like it all. I'm not afraid of any of it. So just because something doesn't match your notes from 1983 doesn't mean it won't work in 2025. That's directed at the older people who don't have room for change, who think they've done it all, think they know it all, and think that whatever you're doing is wrong. You, my friend, keep hope alive, keep experimenting, keep being crazy, keep doing weird stuff. This is how we make advancements. And it's like the nature of the hobby is to experiment. So experiment away, document your results. Ignore unconstructive criticism and look for people who are mentors and not critics. When I first got into ham radio, I was told that the radio I got was just a cheap Chinese clone. That's funny. Millions of them have been sold, and they've made improvements along the way. And your big 3 radios aren't without their problems, as you've seen with the new release of the new radio that's having all kinds of fallout and technical issues. We won't mention any names, but you know who I'm talking about. And actually, if I don't mention any name, then this video will be timeless because everybody that makes a radio is going to make a radio that's got some problems with it, that doesn't work right out of the box. And it'll all be fixed. It'll all be fine. Any advancement is good. So let me tell you about why this actually happens. And I'm a victim of it at sometimes too, and I try to recognize when I do that and overcome it. I try to be really encouraging to new people who are trying new things. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but I surely don't go around leaving comments on other people's videos telling them that the thing that they just proved that works doesn't work. And I've had more than one ham come up to me and say, I made this new antenna, I got on the air, I made a contact, the person gave me a fantastic signal report. Then when I told them what the antenna was, they said it wouldn't work. The antenna that I was using to talk to them on, right then, that they gave me a good signal report with, didn't actually work while it was working. So it's not just like video creation space. I'm not talking from like my own personal problems here. I'm trying to help people lift up and get out of it. So back to the main message. Why does this happen? What is it called? Where does it come from? There was a time when doctors didn't believe they needed to wash their hands before performing medical procedures. All the way up into invasive surgeries where they open your body up. We don't need to wash our hands for that. The man, I'm going to get his name wrong too, but you guys probably haven't heard this guy's name, so I got to at least try. Dr. Ignaz Semmelweis. Hope I did that right. He was ridiculed for suggesting that you should wash your hands before putting them inside of someone else's body. And today, if your doctor didn't wash his hands and glove up before he cut your chest open, that would be a lawsuit, and you'd win. How would he get past the nurses yelling at him, son, you better wash up? How would he get past the malpractice board going, wow, we done screwed up big time here? So it's called cognitive dissonance, and this is the discomfort that you experience when your long-term, long-held beliefs are challenged. It's also called confirmation bias. This is when you favor information that you believe to be true rather than new information that challenges it. And I get it, don't get me wrong. It actually is expensive if you think about it. Expensive. Let me put expensive into more understandable terms. You need to go out, go to work, earn your food. So earn your money, earn your whatever, earn your keep, and then take those earnings and translate those into grocery store purchases or hunting store purchases or going out in the field and beating stuff up with rocks. Whatever it is that you do to get food on your table is expensive. You then take that food and burn away older memory pathways. Like you literally have to remove them. And the longer you hold those memory pathways, the longer it takes you to get rid of them, the more expensive it is to get rid of them, the more work you have to do to earn the resources, to consume the resources, to have the resources available inside your body to burn away those old memory pathways. Now they're gone. Great. Guess what? You got more earning to do. You got to go out and hunt some more. Whatever it is that you hunt in order to put food on your table. If it's hunting hellos at Walmart, or if it's hunting shovelfuls of dirt in the ditch, or if it's hunting data on a keyboard, whatever it is you have to do to convert your efforts into food on your table, you have to do that again in order to put more food on the table, to eat more food, to burn in memory pathways after you've burnt out the wrong memory pathways. It's an ordeal. I totally get it. And it's actually cheaper and easier, resource-wise, computationally, to just go, no, this new information is wrong, than it is to actually think about whether that information is wrong and think about what to do with that information. Don't forget that today's gospel was yesterday's heresy. Keep on experimenting. Keep being you. Keep being awesome. Like I always tell you. Thanks for being awesome. If this message resonates with you, look at that, brought it back to ham radio. Click the subscribe button down below. I'm trying to get more subscribers. It doesn't cost you anything. Subscribing on YouTube is not the same as subscribing to a magazine. Y'all know that. But a lot of you aren't subscribed. And I would appreciate more subscribers. It makes me happy just to see that number go up. That means the message of ham radio is getting out, and we're going to keep this hobby alive for future generations. There's a video right over here I think you might enjoy next. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.